everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Bills going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at the 3. A strong running. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now the first carry for a former Pitt Panther, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Pushes over him.
Now that's just not right.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Looking deep for Julio. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Julio Jones, 38 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Bills getting set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Again, it's McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. The gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
On play action, it's Dobbs. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Flush to his right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Let's round! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Let's round! Let's round!
Back to the air, Taylor after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go!
To throw again, Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's round! Let's round!
Here's Taylor on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Taylor got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Taylor looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Eli Rodgers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They run with Ajayi. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Let's go! What? None! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. A good pickup there, a 22. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Taylor. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Here's Ajayi, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. This is Ajayi, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Now it's Ajayi. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They go play action now. Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
3rd and long, it's Taylor. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Second down following the run.
Come on, let's go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go. 190. Flex round. Flex round.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Dobbs. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, flex round.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ohio, let's go. Flex round.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
One last shot for Taylor. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
The amount of sacks.